Welcome back, WW Fly Corvair. Today, an important message about product distribution. I want to share with you a new distribution method that we're going to have for parts. It's actually an old method that we're going back to, but I'll explain to you the history of it and what we're doing now. I got started in 1989, that's a long time ago, working directly with home builders. I used that system straight on through 2016. Just working with builders directly myself, taking orders myself. That basic system worked for an awful long time. In 2016, my father was ill and on the last years of his life, and I asked my friends Dan and Rachel at Sport Performance Aviation if they would be interested in distributing the products so that I might spend more time with my father. It worked out great for me, and I'll be eternally thankful for the effort that they put into this. We reached a simple business agreement, handshake deal, and for the last 4 years, Dan and Rachel have distributed the products. Whenever you ordered anything off my webpage, it was really coming off the shelf down there. They did a great job of answering questions for people and also shipping stuff out. It was a good system and it worked. Today, in a new era of my life, I'm moving back to the original model where I directly distribute the stuff. It works, and we're going to be set up with a new web page that you'll be able to take a look at right here, and a new products page right here. What I do want to emphasize is I'll still be working with Dan and Rachel at Sport Performance Aviation. They're still going to do all their cranks, all the heads, the billet crankshafts, all the fifth bearing work that they've ever done. They're still going to make 3-liter kits and 3.3 stuff. This is seamless. They've always done this and they always will. I'll be handling motors below 3 liters in displacement and all the parts that are regularly in my product catalog. You'll still be working with both of us. The important point is, from here forward, I'll be taking care of the technical questions that directly relate to the product. In the previous arrangement, Dan and Rachel were compensated for taking care of the technical support on my products. But going on from here forward, it's important that I ask people that if you bought something off my catalog page, it's appropriate to ask me the technical question and not expect them to service stuff that you actually purchased from me. I'll always support builders, and I encourage anybody to get any question they need answered. But keep in mind, this is my direct phone number, and you should call me first with anything that has to do with something that you got from my catalog. I don't want the burden to unnecessarily fall on Dan and Rachel after the agreement is ended between us. So, we're going to go back to items that we haven't done in a couple of years. Direct sales at colleges and at air shows. This is part of how I ran the program originally, but it didn't fit with Dan and Rachel's business model. We're moving back to that, and we have, if you originally, for the last 4 years, got to know us, you would have ordered stuff off this web page right here. That was my product catalog page. We have an entire new one set up that looks like this. Now, this is tough times. This is COVID-19, and I hear from builders every week. So one of the things that I wanted to do going forward from here is, you'll notice that there are price reductions on parts across the board. Some parts are over $100 less expensive. This is important because I run a pretty tight ship and it makes it possible to do this. Sport Performance Aviation, excellent outfit, excellent business model, and excellent service, but a little bit more overhead. And there's the differential right there. I want to work directly with builders, and if you take a look through the catalog, I've essentially lowered the cost on all the parts. If you take a look at it, some of it may not seem like much. Other kits, like cam kits, are nearly the same price, but they're now coming with crane lifters. So there have been small upgrades and improvements in the details of the parts, and on some they've had price reductions, and on other catalog items it's both. So moving forward, I want to directly support builders. That means calling me. If you're buying the product from me, let's be fair and not expect Dan and Rachel to answer the telephone for stuff that you're getting directly from me. We'll still work together, and we'll still coordinate orders, and there'll still be engines in a box that'll be jointly have stuff from my catalog of parts and stuff from Dan and Rachel's. But we'll talk about this more to come. But basically, I wanted to alert builders to the change and ask them to respect the new process. It's really a return to the old process. Direct contact is what kept me a really sharp business guy. I knew what builders wanted, and I knew what their capabilities were, and I knew what things they were yet to learn was by directly working with them. And I look forward to working again in that mode. So you can call me anytime you like. Again, my phone number right here. You can contact me. If you're inclined, texting is easier than email because I always have the phone in my pocket. If you're going to send me a photograph, send it to me in a text. If you are an email guy, then here is my direct email address. And I check that once or twice a day. So, from there forward, absolutely. We have more colleges. We have a big college in Barnwell coming up in November. And we have more direct support opportunities. And we'll have more hangar visits. Speaking of hangar visits, I want to emphasize that my hangar is in a private air park community where I don't do retail sales out of the hangar. If you want to come for a visit, do the respectful thing for my neighbors and call me in advance and we'll arrange a visit. Not a problem there, but all visits have to have some contact first. Just reasonable. It's the same way I would visit your house. So, moving forward, new website, direct service to builders, and some reduction in prices, some increase in quality of kits or detail of it, and also a lot of direct links on stuff. Now, if you've watched for the last year, you've seen the YouTube videos come out. The YouTube videos are a product of my attorney, Kamal Mustafa. And Kamal Mustafa has done excellent work on this. And if you look now, you can understand that the YouTube videos, like this one right here, are now integrated with links directly back and forth, both to products pages and stories. All of this was planned to work together to make the transfer of information from what we know from testing and experience easier for you to access as a home builder. The smarter you get, the better operator you are and the safer you are. It's just that simple. So, moving forward is a way of returning to the traditional systems of direct contact. Again, I'm eternally grateful to Dan and Rachel. Allowing you to spend time with your parent, good stuff. So, look forward to working with each and every one of you. Give a call if you like. There's no time limit. It's not a Monday through Friday thing. Give me a call on the weekend if you like. I'm around. Look forward to working with everyone. If you have any questions, certainly just send out contact, a text, or call. Thank you very much. WW Fly Corvair.